I want to ask you about Patrick first. Do you have any kind of update on how he's doing?
He didn't make the trip. Upper body, quite upper body, um, day to day. So we'll see how it's going to go.
And you've only got one forward here with you, so Matthew goes in tonight?
Yeah.
Any other changes?
Elvis is feeling good this morning, so hopefully it sustained that. No, that's the only change.
Last night we talked a lot about the sparks that people provided, whether it was the fight or whether it was killing the 5-on-3 or whether it was your rally line or whatever. How important was that in terms of the ultimate goal that you're shooting for here, not just in a win like last night, but all season long?
Well, we're setting the foundation right now, right? So the way we're going to play it demands a lot of energy. So we're asking our players to make the right choices away from the rink. Because that kind of game we saw last night, that's going to be our staple. That's all we need to play consistently. And I spoke to Boone after the game, and he said we love playing that kind of game, like eye pace, energy in your face. That's the kind of game we can play. And when you look at teams making the playoffs, what they do is being consistent at playing that style of game. So today's going to be a good challenge because I believe their last game didn't go so well. They had a day off in between games. They're ready for us. And for us, the challenge is to be consistent. So we saw it for one game. Now we're going to see it for 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And that's going to be the challenge tonight.
When you talk about things away from the rink, can you elaborate a little bit on that?
A lifestyle, just making sure you eat properly, sleep enough, all the things that you should be doing as a good pro.
Heard you talk a lot about habits and use the word habit a lot. Does that kind of feed into that? You were talking about good habits both on the ice and away from the ice is what you're trying to build?
Yeah, good. Being a good professional, making sure that we want guys they're all in all the time, and the season goes by so fast. We don't have time to waste, and we want to set a culture that is. The foundation of it is we're going to be hard to play against, but in order to do that, you need energy. So making sure we do the right things in practices, in the gym, away from the rink. We're looking for those kind of people.
Yeah. And just in general with habits, they can be individual, like guys doing that. It can be team, teams learning how to play in certain situations, things like that. But is that a big part of the foundation of what you're trying to build is just everywhere you go, habits that are the right ones?
Yeah, we exactly. So doing the right thing it's a choice. It doesn't require skills. It takes discipline. But if we want to go somewhere, if we want to win some games and make the playoffs, we need to do things that are hard to do. And it's not that it's hard to do once in a while. It's to do it consistently. The discipline is the consistency in how you're going to prepare being a good pro. Right now, I have a good example. Jake Bean is playing really, really well. But you look at him. I told him the other day, I asked him if he owned the gym that we have at the rink. He's always in there. He's doing his stuff. Like he's stretching. He's working out. He's been a real good pro. And we know he takes good care of himself away from the rink. And you see the difference. So we want more like that. We want to set that culture that when you play for the Blue Jackets, you're all in. Because if you're not all in, you're in the way for us. So we want to set that foundation.
For a guy like Zach last night, you talk about, sometimes it just helps for players to see the puck go in and, he scores an empty net goal, but he gets out there, he gets on the score sheet, he gets back, plays big minutes. Did you like his game and are you starting to see Zach kind of look like Zach again? Is he shaking off the rust?
Yeah. And we saw it in the past. Like, I don't know if you remember Gus Nyquist got injured for quite a long period of time, and it took him some time to get back in game shape. Zach worked extremely hard this summer, Zach Werenski, and we could tell he's bigger, he's stronger, he's faster. It's going to take some time, but we saw a little piece of what he can do. And his skating was good, his gap was good, his first pass, his mind was right. So hopefully, and I'm pretty confident we're going to continue in that trend.
Was he a big part? Kobe asked you post game about zone exits and breakouts and things like that, which looked sharper last night. Was he a big part of the improvement there, just because you know what he brings to the table in that regard?
Yeah, well, part of it is when our D go back quick to the puck, they have a little bit more time to make those plays. So he's a good skater, and he was sprinting back to get those pucks, and that gave him an extra second. And you see it from all of our D yesterday. But Zach is so skilled that he can make those plays under pressure. So, and breaking out is a big piece of your offense. When we break out properly, then we're on the offense instead of turning the puck over. So Zach is very skilled in that regard.
Just for you personally to go out there, get a goal, get an assist, does it just kind of make you feel a little bit more comfortable, especially with all the time you missed here last year?
Um, Maybe a little bit. I guess I really wasn't thinking about the points early on. I knew I was just trying to focus on my timing and kind of getting back into the rhythm. Um, the assist is a great play by Jack over to Danny, and then the goal I wasn't even trying for it, to be honest. I was just trying to get out of the zone into an empty net, but we'll take it. So always nice when you can get on the score sheet.
Yeah. Did you feel more comfortable out there last night than maybe in the first game?
Yeah, I just try to keep it more simple, and I think when you keep it simple, you just feel more comfortable. You kind of let the game come to you, and you're not really chasing it. So I just felt a lot better last night in terms of making plays with the puck. Still some things to clean up, but I thought it was a good step in the right direction.
Yeah. The team in general just looked better on breakouts and better getting out of the own zone. Were there any changes, or just felt like the game you just kind of were playing your game as the time went on?
Yeah, I just think we worked harder. Forwards were getting back for the D. D were getting back to pucks quicker, getting our eyes up ice, and that makes it easier to see plays and make them. So I think all in all, we were connected throughout all three zones and throughout the whole game. So definitely makes it easier on each other, and I thought it was a good game for us.
Yeah, that is the biggest key, is having forwards in the right spots to kind of help you guys out, isn't it? Isn't it? As you're trying to be D, breaking pucks out and things like that.
Yeah, for sure. I think it all kind of goes hand in hand. We have to get back quick to get our eyes up and have time to make plays. They have to be in their spots for us to find them. And I think when you're doing that and you're connected, it makes it easier on everyone. So I think it was good last night for us, and hopefully something we can do a lot more of.
Yeah, tough with a back-to-back, but just how important is it to bring that same kind of effort and performance, in back-to-back games, and try to develop some consistency as the season goes by?
Yeah, it's huge. I think tonight it's our back-to-back. It's our second game. Long travel night, but I think it's just a good time for us to keep it simple, work hard. Just play a simple game and try and get 2 points on the road. It's our first road game of the year, so we're excited for it. It should be a fun night here in Minnesota, and like I said, just try and keep it simple and find a way to win.